Welcome back. Another episode, Always in Motion. You already know you're home for everything in motion, everything positive. Today we got my brother over here who's joining us on the show, straight out of Jersey City. Man of the world, he an entrepreneur, fight analyst, and just all around good dude. Shout out to my man CB. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, man, CB, Charlie B. If you already know me, Jersey City Zone, you know how we do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And getting on the show, you say he do a lot of stuff like we all do, but really we're here to talk about, we both got a love for boxing, mixed martial arts. Yeah. And so we was gonna run down a couple of the upcoming fights, our favorite past fights, touching on that. But give him a little bit of intro on, on your history in the game of fighting, and what do you love about, combat sports?
Well, coming up as a youngster, I don't want to give my age, but I was born in a little back. We had the golden era, Four Kings, Trinidad, De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas, Iquarte, straight from Ghana. My parents are from over there, yeah, so I fell in love with boxing very early. As I start coming up, I start specializing in Muay Thai kickboxing. I started training at AMA Fight Club. It's over now in Morris County, so I came up there. I have a very good fighter from Albania, Vilson Drejoni. Very good. He was champion in a lot of regional promotions. He's doing his thing, trying to get in the UFC thing.
Man, they have definitely a great style, a European style, that very in and out with that long, that almost like that Bivol style.
They're real clinical, man. They do have a specific style. Some people don't understand when it comes to wrestling, boxing, judo. They have like a very specific regimen, and they're very disciplined. Those guys.
Going back to that era, we came up in with the Trinidad De La Hoya fight was for me the first like super fight that I ever witnessed. I used to hear about talking about back in the day, Hangler, Hearn, but I feel like for us, that was like the first time when I was like, oh man, this is like, I still remember exactly where I was at. It was either Mexican or Puerto Rican in that day.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And it was, it was crazy, man. Even now today, it's like I still go back and watch that fight, and it was a good fight. I felt like if Trinidad just maybe, at the last, he turned it on at the last couple rounds. He came up, turned it on. But for De La Hoya, I feel like he started out so good in that fight. I feel like he had it until like the maybe even like 6th, 7th round, and he kind of just Trinidad came up.
He made a strategic decision that was wrong.
Yeah,
and that lost him the fight. So even if he felt like he won, right, he knows that he took some off. So as a champion, they call them championship rounds and all that. You gotta showcase your style, and you wasn't going to. You guys had O's on the line.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a fight to choose to do it that way.
No, definitely not. And man, Trinidad. So I was a huge Trinidad fan. That was like just his personality.
Him and his father, man.
Yeah,
that team combination was fire.
When I think of all the great Puerto Rican fighters from Wilfredo Gomez to going back to that era, because the coaches I had they used to put like them tapes on them, old tapes. Yeah. So I watched a lot of Wilfredo Gomez stuff, and Tito had like that personality that was just he was a star.
Yeah,
he was a star.
Throwback Puerto Rican fighter, if there is a Puerto Rican fighter, which there is. He was throwback, and he got busy.
Yeah. Them two hook body.
He got busy. Yeah. His father slapped him. It's on. His father slapped him in the corner. It's over. It's a wrap for you. He got busy. And he was nice though. He got busy. He had power. He's just a good combination of an all-around fighter. So he made it classic to watch his era, and his trajectory was awesome. You're not going to see too many fighters have a trajectory like that.
And then right after, I feel like Tito, came, had his time. Then we had Cotto. I love Cotto.
Cotto's a legend.
He was more quiet, more humble, but man, especially when he was throwing them hooks, he had that style. He
said everything, but you missed one thing. He was mean.
Oh yeah, the bull. He fought 3 minutes, and he fought everyone. He fought everyone.
Hurt you. Yeah, he'll hurt you, and he didn't have no problem. Like you see some people, they wanted to finesse. He didn't care so much about finesse. He was gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
So you knew you had when you was you had your training camp and you knew he was fighting him, you better be prepared because
Yeah.
he'll injure you. You seen what he did to Malignaggi? He did Malignaggi.
Oh yeah, and he broke his cheekbone.
Yeah, he hurt that man. He injured him.
But yo, Paulie though, that's what made me a fan of Paulie when I first saw that fight. He had heart. He just had no power, but he had a good box. He moved well.
Look at his record, man. He became a world champion.
Yeah.
I think he only had like 5 knockouts or something like that. My memory's a little off, but he had a very small amount of knockouts. But he was finessing people, beating them. He had skill.
I feel like he got robbed in a lot of fights. I feel like even with when he fought Broner, I remember watching that fight. I think he kind of beat Broner in that fight.
I'm not gonna say that he lost, but here's the thing: when we train and you coming up, right, you have people that perform well in the gym, right, and they do their thing. But I tell fighters once they turn pro, this is what you're doing for a living. So it's not just, oh, I'm nice and I can beat everybody. You have to put a show on. Part of it is a performance. So I think when he got in there, he got mixed up because Adrian Broner, even look at him, he's streaming crazy right now, doing his thing.
God is taking care of Broner right now.
Bro. So when he got in there with son, he should have. Part of it was showmanship. You have to do all of that total package.
Yeah, it's prize fight. Don't forget, it's prize fighting. You know, look at. It's not always about who's the most skilled. Sometimes look at Arturo Gatti. You know, Arturo Gatti was a great fighter because he put on a show. He put his heart out there. And actually, people forget he's the first person who got Mayweather on pay-per-view.
That's a fact.
When they fought, and that's why I've heard you always hear Mayweather talk about him in high regards because I feel like Mayweather was so skilled that people didn't want to see him. He had that, a lot of people don't like that very just boxing style, so he had to almost put that persona on to get that.
I think that's probably when he transitioned from Pretty Boy to Money.
Yeah, around that time, because then he had the De La Hoya one coming up. But he was.
You know what I'm saying? So he was still putting on, but like. Yeah, because he got some. So a lot of people don't realize he had some classic fights where you can argue who won, but he wasn't running.
No, my favorite Mayweather fight that I was like, oh, bro, really, because I thought he was gonna lose it when he fought the tall dude,
Which one, Chico Corrales?
Yeah, yo, when Corrales, man, he put him down like he really.
That was masterful boxing.
And Chop Chop, when he fought Chop Chop too, I was like, bro,
man.
That's when I was like, yo, this guy got it. And people forget, Pretty Boy was knocking dudes out at 35, 40.
He was knocking jaws loose. He was getting busy.
Yeah, man. So it's but then okay, so now, right? What do you think about the fighters like we just talked about, right? From like that late 90s to like, mid 2000s era, opposed to the ones now. I feel like now a lot of fighters, and I love a lot of great talent out there. I love them. But I feel like, do you feel like now they're just trying to get as much money as they can, which I'm not going to fault them for that, but they're kind of like, they're not just fighting,
The pressure's on, man. Look at us sitting here. We shining. You know what I mean? We not out here looking bummy. Like, so you got to think they playing with big money, man.
Yeah.
So the pressure is different for them. So they have to find a way to juggle the bread. It's because you know the game. So for some of you that are in the boxing game, mixed martial arts game, more so boxing though, there's gonna be people, and this is what they tell you, gotta pay attention. They know how far you could get, so they're gonna try to get as much money out of you, throw you as far, and then at some point they're gonna throw you to the wolves to get that check.
Yeah, that's true.
These guys that we talking about, because now there's a whole digital universe that you could take advantage of, and it's changed the game for a lot of different genres of entertainment. Long story short, entertainment is the key. So whether it's combat sports entertainment, movies, music, you must entertain the people. You gotta get this paper.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So the pressure and the game, the orientation is just different. So they gotta juggle it.
I believe that, and I believe it's not just about what you're doing in the ring. It's you gotta give them a show outside of the ring.
That's a fact.
You gotta. You
want to see how you living.
I think Berlanga's good example of that.
He outside shining. He in the strip club shining, doing his thing, man.
Berlanga's out there doing his thing. He's shining. He is a skilled boxer. He has a good amateur record, a solid amateur record. And his pro fights have been, up and down. He just had a good knockout over there in Zuffa. Shout out to Berlanga doing his thing. But he's an example where he has such a good.
White too, doing them things. Yeah,
Dana White bringing it up, man.
Yeah, man.
I like that. Who's your favorite fighter right now? Who would you say?
Boxing or
boxing?
Ooh, boxing, there's a lot of guys. I'm gonna go to Jersey team. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go Shakur.
Shakur, yeah.
Cause you know what? It's just that he's defying the odds. So that's why it's not, he don't knock nobody out because every time you see him and you like, nah, he ain't gonna do what he's doing it. He's stamped.
Yo,
official. No, man. Shout out to Jersey, man.
Shakur, he's a fighter. I can say now, he's getting better every fight. His adjustments is getting better. Scary good. He's growing into his power. I feel like his power is getting is getting there.
Who do you like?
Shakur, definitely. I like Shakur a lot. I want to see more from Keyshawn.
He's still young.
Yeah, he's still young. I don't know what happened with the Haney fight, and if I really want to see Tank get back to it.
I don't know if Tank gonna come back.
I don't know if he's gonna come back either, but hey man, I'd love to see Tank back in there.
Let me correct myself. They gotta drop a big enough bag. He will be back.
But okay, he hasn't been in the ring in like what, 3 years?
They're not trying to drop they're trying to find the right opportunity because they know he's probably only going to do but so many fights. And you got to think, if they give him the bag he's looking for, that might be his last one. He's like, I'm running on my way to the bank. You heard? Like,
we need 4 or 5 more fights from Tank. That's what I'm thinking. We need 4 or 5, but we give him someone he could like warm up with because, get that ring rust.
They got to give him that Canelo DAZN deal.
Yeah, they got to do that.
He'll be there.
I would love to do a document. Someone asked me in this other interview I had, what boxer would you love to do a documentary on? I said Tank because I think he's I call people who know him. I feel like he's a good dude. I feel like he just misunderstood. It's almost like when you see the reaction, it's because you don't see what someone did to him.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
You know how when you got a big heart, you like helping people out, and you like, yo, what?
But also, he's from a place that you hear about, but a lot of people are afraid to go in there and tell the details of that story.
Without a doubt.
So if you've been around the world first and then go to Baltimore, you'll understand. I got a lot of money in Baltimore, and I was there for a while. Every place I go, LA, Chicago, Jersey, New York, Miami, I go to the hood. I need to go. I need to touch the ground. I need to put my ear to the street, see what's going on. I went to Baltimore. I did it once, and I went right back to my hotel. I said, I'm not coming back out there, bro. That's a different world.
It's different, and one thing that I noticed when I was in Baltimore, I said, it's like some parts of Philly, it was like, there's nowhere to run.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
There's nowhere to gun. There's nowhere to go. No one's going to care.
Yeah, bro.
It's just you're going to run into another bullet or another ass whooping. So make sure where you're going, move purposefully.
Yeah, man. That's a fact. So I think what you said as far as doing a documentary on him would be incredible because he would give an exposure not only to himself, but where he's from, and that would give more people an understanding of how he ticks and how he coming like that.
And 100%, I'll say this, I don't care who's listening. Tank, but the way AI brought the streets to basketball, Tank brought the streets to boxing. You didn't see people even some people have bitten his tattoos, his style. I think hope Chrome Hearts is giving him a check or something. But the way he did it, you didn't see people working out in the gym with jewelry. Look, I'm kind of like, I don't know why, but now, after Tank did it, you didn't see people getting dressed. So, Tank, love him or hate him, he brought that style into combat sports.
Listen, as a coach, let me tell y'all, where my camera at, man? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't leave the jewelry at home. Stay hungry. You're not Tank. You heard? You gonna get put on ice.
Yo, thanks. What else if you doing that? Take that shit off your neck, man. We about to put in work.
But nah, he's special. He's definitely special. They did their thing, grabbing him and putting him up to the forefront.
No, I heard a lot of actually really good things about him through people that know him. And wherever you at, if you ever heard this, I hope you just stay up, man. And
we're
whatever
for you, man.
Yeah, whatever you doing, man. Stay away from them suckers, man. Don't let nobody get under your skin.
That's a fact.
But now switching lanes to mixed martial arts and who your favorite fighters in there right now? I'm not as versed as I am with boxing as that.
I'm biased. So, shout out to Albania, man. You know what I'm saying? Dennis just fought in Serbia. If you know, Albanians and Serbians do not get along.
I heard about that.
It's dangerous to go there. And he went in there and he fought. He got jerked though. But I like all the Albanians. Vilsindre Joni, fantastic, man. And all the other ones, they got some Albanians from the Bronx coming up in there. So I like all of them. I'm always gonna root for them. John Jones is the GOAT, but I'm also a little bit throwback, so there's some, but as far as fighting right now, who do I like fighting right now? You know what, yo? He made me a believer, even though he lost. He didn't lose to me. Ilia Topuria.
Oh, I just seen something by him,
Oh
man.
man, they trying to front on him. Islam is good. Islam Makhachev. He's gonna fight this Saturday in Philly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So he has a good opponent, Ian Gary. So that's gonna be a big fight for the MMA fans to watch.
Okay. If you have anything you like to change about MMA, anything you like to change about MMA with any of the rules and
I wish you can knee on the ground.
like how you when it first started, right?
Pride rules a little bit, not all the way, but yeah, you can knee on the ground. That would be nice to see. I think we would get a lot more people out of there.
Oh yeah. I hear you. It's another monster, man. So I was telling him off camera. I had a couple Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes that I took, and it is definitely another. It was very humbling. I've been boxing like my whole life. So I was 13, 14. I'm 40 now, and it's you get on the mat, and it's especially with someone who's like who know what they doing, and it's like, man, it's another level of like anything in the beginning. You gotta learning how to be calm when someone is like, grabbing on you or you think you got them, and they just super calm, and it's definitely very humbling. And I respect the science of it. The same way it's the science of boxing. When you see people, in MMA who are on the ground and they grappling and they moving, sometimes you almost like, stand up, but it's just like boxing where you see someone defensively. It's a science, and I respect it a lot.
That's the beauty of it. Stand up if you can.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you can,
that's the truth.
Man. I've seen it all. I've seen guys 140 pounds soaking wet do a 250-pound bodybuilder in.
What do they say? Position before submission.
Submission, yeah, man.
Always.
And you get busy. You have to get busy. So it's like if you're one of those people that are at home and like, oh man, that like homebodies, you're gonna go outside, you have to protect yourself, you have to defend yourself, and this is a very good way. It's a safe way, but one of the things that make it so dangerous, unlike all the other sports that we can name, even judo maybe, is that you can go 100% 7 days a week.
I've heard that.
Boxing, you can't spar 7 days a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be lasting too long.
Yeah.
Your brain's going to be like oatmeal. You know what I mean? But jiu-jitsu, because you can stop it, once you get into a certain point, you're like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
And you just start all over again.
Yeah.
And you go hard, and nobody gets hurt.
And then 5-minute rounds.
Well, shout out to AMA Fight Club, man.
Where they based out of?
Right now they're in what is it, Cedar Grove?
Cedar Grove, where's that?
Morristown. Morris County. So right next to Hanover, like right off of Route 10.
Oh, I know what Hanover is.
So right off of Route 10, I think 287 maybe. So they have what they call the deaf session on Friday. Anybody can come. It's free. You come there and they do 5-minute rounds for half the session. Then after that, it's 10-minute rounds.
Woo!
And if you think you in shape and you can do things, that will let you know. That'll be your litmus test.
Yeah.
And see if you can really get busy.
That's love, man. That's I remember a couple of classes I took. One guy, he was like the instructor. He laid on his back, and he's like, just get past my guard.
Yeah.
Just try to get past my guard. And getting past it, like one time, I was like, I did it. But then he put me in some other shit.
You're gonna fall right into something.
And then I fell right into something else. I tapped. Then it's still like 3 minutes left in the round.
You keep going.
And then it's definitely crazy. Another thing I wanted to run past you, I saw. So you was on 90 Day Fiancé as an instructor for one of the people on the show, right?
Yeah.
How did that come about, and how did that guy do?
He won his fight. He trained serious. He took it serious. He won his fight. At that time, they were Triton fights, but they're now flex fights. So if you're in New York and you're coming up amateur and professional, that's probably one of the most premier promotions in our area because they're done by region.
Yeah, very regional.
So flex fights, they're out of Long Island, but they're doing stuff in New York City. I think they might even do something in New Jersey. Don't be surprised, man. So they reached out to me and we just made it happen. It was an interesting experience, man. Shout out to Flex Fights, a 90 Day Fiancé. Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, that's good. He's still around. What was his name?
Biniyam.
Biniyam. Yeah, okay.
So he's doing this thing. He's from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was migrating obviously with his wife, and they were doing that, and that's one of his dreams. He wanted to fight. He wanted to have a mixed martial arts competition, a fight, and he did it.
Nice. That's what's up.
He killed this dude. He knocked him out. Got him up out of there.
Congrats to him. What happened? He got any more fights after that? Is he staying still in America?
He's moving around. He's everywhere, man.
Okay.
But he's a star. Like everybody knows him from television.
Okay.
From that show. So he's just doing his thing.
9 Day Fiancé, man. I remember watching that during COVID a little bit. I remember I had this girl. She was just she was in love with that show for
Yo, people love it. I'm like,
it was funny. I remember a couple episodes.
I walk around and people be like, "Hey, did I see you before?" And I'm kind of low key. I'm like, "Nah, you ain't see me."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, "This is you right here." People that I haven't spoken to, like, "Yo, what are you doing on TV?" Yeah, so people watch that show. They locked in.
Oh man,
it was a great experience.
Nah, that's a beautiful thing. You ever think about opening your own gym or anything like that, or you like being affiliate?
COVID kind of altered my perspective on that.
Yeah, man.
COVID. I'm not gonna say that I'm close to it because that prospect is always coming across my desk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm in league and a good network of a lot of strong people that like to bring that to the forefront. But we'll see. You never know. Never say never.
I got you. So when it comes, I know for boxing, a lot of times it's really about your promoter. So if you got a good promoter, trust me, it's gonna help out a lot. Because a lot of times, I got a friend now. He out of Atlanta. He bit with Coach Mustafa. I don't know if you know Coach Mustafa, great
definitely.
dude. That's my guy. But one of his fighters, he got a fight. I ain't gonna announce it because they didn't announce it yet. But he has big fight news. Shout out to Jason, that whole crew out there.
Nice.
But him and his brother be fighting, and a lot of times, sometimes you have to pay to get on your slot. Sometimes if you don't have a big promoter, no one knows you, and you just want to fight.
Yeah.
I found out about that, and then is mixed martial arts similar to that in the same way where
the amateur scene is a little different, but not that you have to take money out of your pocket, but some of these promotions know what they're doing, so they're gonna make money off you. So I'll say it like this, and so I'll give you a little bit of advice for people coming up. This is an entertainment business. So I tell people like, oh, I want to be a star, I want to do this, I want to do that. If you can't get 10 people from your block to pay into you, and this goes for rapping, if you're doing showcases, anything that is kind of self-promoted, self-propelled, you need to get people to buy in. You need to go to the show and be like, listen, I got 40 people that's ready to buy tickets right now.
Yep.
Vilson Drejoni, when he goes in the spot, there's probably 100 tickets. Well, 100 tickets is not a lot. 100 VIP tickets. You heard? 100 VIP tickets, not GA admission. You heard?
Yeah.
So they're there. So promoters are gonna want it. They're gonna book you. And that's the same thing in almost any genre of entertainment. There has to be a following behind you. And now that they have social media, sometimes they'll look into your social media, see how lit is this person. So yes, you do have to have the skills to pay the bills. Don't misunderstand me. But you have a job as a professional, as an entertainer, to also put on a show for the people so they can see what you're about. We want to know what you're about. What can you do? Why am I going to stop doing whatever I'm doing to watch you?
Exactly. And you answer that superbly because it's like anything entertainment, right? Especially now, you need to have your own following. You need to invest. No one's going to do it for you. It doesn't matter how skilled of a rapper you are, fighter, whatever it is you're doing, like you said, you have to build your own following up. And I like to always, even with our show we got here and the people who are listening, always in the films I got out, you don't always even need the biggest market, but you need a market that will spend money with you and that will actually grow with you, and engage with you, because that's really big. That's what I always tell you. Thank you for everyone who watches, who tunes in, who listens, who watches the movies, because it helps a lot. Because like you said, a promoter is great, but they need something to work with. That time for development and
help them help you.
Yeah, help them help you, and by putting it out there. So that was a great answer. But So what else? You train any other fighters right now? You got any else besides the guy from Albania?
I have some.
But shout out to Albania too, man.
Yeah, man, beautiful place, beautiful country.
Yo, those guys is
people.
they solid, man. Them dudes are solid, and they always getting money. I never met an Albanian who was broke. Yo.
Yeah, man, those are my dogs right
They're
there.
hard too, man. They always. I remember getting into a fight with some dude.
They won't leave you.
Nah, they won't. You know, they with you. They don't care.
They won't.
They
leave
ready
you.
to go. So
leave
I got a big respect for the whole Albanian
I can't
community.
give you a solid answer, but I just got something across my desk this morning.
Okay.
So you know, some of the people that might be into the Zeus network.
Yeah.
You might see some. You might see me behind some ladies.
All right. I love it, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I heard Zeus is definitely that I didn't know that young brother owned that network.
Yeah,
Young kid.
I don't know some name, but I've seen him so many times.
I said,
Yeah.
man, salute to him, bro. You tap in, bro. We here to work, man.
Yeah,
Word up.
man.
We ready to put that in. I like what he's doing.
Listen. I like fighting for fun. I always did. So the fact that you know what I'm saying, somebody's able to generate $1 off of it, I ain't knocking it. I'm not hating. Do your thing.
Nah, I'm with it, man. We can make something happen. I'm all about it.
That's a fact.
We can make things go. But look, I want to say thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for let everyone know where they can tap in with you at again.
On Instagram, I'm only on Instagram. Black Star Fighter, one word, the same way it sounds. Black Star Fighter on Instagram. You're not gonna see me in traffic because I always have it. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But you know, that's pretty much it. I'm not that friendly. But you know what I'm saying? But if I see you, I speak to you, man. You know how we do, man. I'll see you around.
You know what it is. Real, recognize real. Thanks for coming on the show. Again, thank you. You can always hit us up, ALLWaysInMotionProductions.com. And make sure you check out Dissection of the Dollar. We're the #1 true crime independent right now on Tubi. See y'all the next time, okay? Take it easy.
Peace.